What's going on? Conrad, Metabolic as Fuck podcast. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the 3 mistakes women make trying to get their dream body by summer. Before I get into that, if you watch this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, turn notifications on. You'll see this dope freaking studio that I'm in. Shout out Blaine. What up? Shout out my buddy Obi. This is a studio. Sick. If you're listening to this on iTunes, Spotify, please hit that bell button, write a review. All helps the algorithm, help more people like you. So all my stuff, which is probably like my mom and maybe 2 other people, you've been knowing that I haven't made any content in a while. I've been super active on Instagram. I'm like always active there trying to help people. But yeah, we had a ton of new people start last month. My wife had surgery, which will probably update everyone in a couple months. We're going to keep that a little private last week or 2 weeks ago. So it kind of just threw off my whole month. And March like buried me. So just still recovering from that. But yeah, you can see my hair. If you watch this on YouTube, it looks great. It's over there like, what are you talking about, dude? No, but yeah, I have not, a little update on my hair since I know you guys all want to know. I had not gotten a haircut since before the pandemic. During the pandemic, I taught myself how to cut my own hair, watched this YouTube video on doing a fade, and I did it every single day. Not every single day, probably like once or twice a month. Really good at it. And I was like, I think it's time to get my own haircut at a place professionally. And so I went, I live on the west side and everything's overly expensive there. I actually found this place called Aladdin Fashion Salon. Yeah. My buddy Ron referred me $20 with tip cash. I was like, you go commit your tax fraud. This is great. Awesome. Anywho, so back to what I was talking about, which is basically the top 3 mistakes I see women make when trying to get their dream bodies, dream physiques by summer. So without any further ado, I'm going to get into this. But number 1 is hold your horses before you guys get mad at me. Okay. Not weighing yourself daily. That is the number 1 mistake that I see women make when trying to get their dream bodies by summer, because when you are weighing yourself every single day, right, the more you do it, the more desensitized you get to getting your weight every single day. The other thing is, me, I'm big on data. If we're cherry picking random days and you're going to fluctuate every single day, if you're cherry picking, you're going to get frustrated and it's going to be annoying and you're not going to have clear data. I like to do is take average from 7 days, first 7 days. You don't know how to get the average. You add up 7 days of your weight and then you divide it by 7. And then you compare that to the next 7 days, right? And that will give you the better trend of actually what's going on. And any habit that you can do every single day is going to set you up for success, right? It's like brushing your teeth. So getting your weight every single day, and kind of like a side tangent here, I think a lot of negative body image issues and poor relationship with food come from an over focused on the result, right? So on how you look in the mirror, the scale moving. And I think the more we can focus on data and taking this emotion out of it, and focusing on the habit of just getting on the scale, right? Getting desensitized to it will get us a lot further away from focusing on body image and results, and more on the things that are going to get you results, which are the habits, right? So number 1 is not weighing yourself daily. So make sure you guys are doing that. Obviously, look, if you have diagnosed eating disorder, stuff like that, like, I'm not your dude. Definitely go talk to whoever you need to talk to, doctors, a lot of people that can support that. If you know me, I've been struggling. I've passed binge eating a ton. And yeah, but I'm not a therapist. I'm not like what would they call that? Like a nutritionist that specializes, I guess, RD specializes in disorders. So yeah. Anyways, number 2. Okay, this is the second mistake that I see is women getting too aggressive on their diet. And what I mean by that is like slashing carbohydrates completely out, and or calories, cutting them way too low. That's the worst thing you could do for your metabolism. It's the worst thing you could do for your hormonal profile, right? So if we're looking at, for example, there's a ton of hormones that get messed up by going too aggressive of calorie deficit, or on a very low LCD, right? A very low carbohydrate diet. But the number one hormone that's going to get messed up is your cortisol, right? If you're a parent, if you're working, whatever, if you're being over the age of 20 years old, you're stressed. You're producing a lot of cortisol, right? Having more stress from your diet, that's really going to negate any effects, right? The other thing is, if you are going into an aggressive cut, right, you're cutting your calories a ton, what's going to happen is your metabolism over time is going to downregulate. So you might see like really good results the first week or two, maybe the first month. But you're going to plateau so quick, and you're not going to have anywhere to go from there. So after you lose your 6-8 pounds, you're going to flatline, right? Better approach. I'm a very big fan of minimum effective dose. So finding the smallest calorie deficit you can get into, kind of working from there, right? And not being hungry during a deficit is like, that's the only way you can get through it. So that's number 2, is being too aggressive on your diet. Number 3 is focusing way too much on exercise, right? So you guys know my story. I've been in this for 15 years. I, more than half my career was personal training, where I focused way too much on exercise. And I hired my own coach, and I was like, he's like, hey, I'm going to put you on this nutrition plan. And I never saw results, or if I did, they were yo-yoed. And that's when I was like, oh, okay, it's 80% diet. That makes sense now. Because I can, and at the time when I was working with him, most of the time I wasn't working out, running a gym, working like, 10, 14 hour days, and didn't make any time to exercise. And if I did make time, I was just too tired. So I could only focus on my nutrition, because that's something that I could, do, was just basically decision making. And that's for the first time I saw results. But, all these women doing Orange Theory and busting their ass in the gym, doing HIIT classes. If you're doing too much exercise, first of all, your body is not recovering. And if we're looking at like the fat loss hierarchy, right? Number 1 is recovery, 2 is nutrition, 3 is exercise. If your body is not recovering, if you're not resting enough, you're exercising too much, you're not going to see any results. Even if your nutrition is perfect, even if your exercise is perfect. Okay. So instead of focusing too much on exercise, focus too much on your nutrition, right? Focus too much on your meal prep. Focus on too much on the things that are going to put you in the best position, right? If you have the option of exercising or meal prep every single time, right? You're welcome. Those are the top 3 things that the mistakes that women make when trying to get their dream bodies by summer. If you are a woman listening to this and you are looking to get your dream physique for summer, DM me on Instagram at Dylan A. Conrad. Dylan's like Bob Dylan. Dylan A. Conrad, and as in Nancy. Hit me up with the word summer or results or vino if you are looking to get super toned without restrictive dieting while drinking wine, having your martinis, having some cheat meals, having fun meals out with friends, living your lifestyle, making this a sustainable journey instead of this being another diet that you do. Hit me up with the keyword results, vino, or summer. Anyways, Dylan Conrad, metabolic as fuck. I will see you guys later.